our relationship with substances and cannabis in particular in this instance is like a relationship. It's something that we like nurture. If we don't use, we still have a relationship, although it's more distance. If we use, we have a closer relationship. And that idea of like reflecting and trying to figure out like if that relationship is helpful is really important because like we've been talking about, sometimes that relationship can start, we can get support from it and we can feel good with it. And it's like a really good friend we can go to when we're feeling however we want to feel. But then maybe that friend turns out to be like a little like anxiety provoking and like the when we go to cannabis, the we start to like feel anxious or start to have some like negative effects. And like maybe that's when we need to start questioning like, okay, should I still keep going to this relationship or like these needs, like is it still a good thing? And then being able to continuously question like what that relationship is like. Is that relationship taking up so much of my time that like all the other relationships in my life are suffering? Am I not being able to like go play sports? Am I not being able to read books? Am I not being able to hang out with my friends? Is my like family life kind of falling apart? All because like I'm strengthening my relationship to cannabis so much. These are all good questions to keep in mind because like we've been talking about, a lot of people do kind of go to cannabis for fun at first. It's uh, like a stage of experimentation, just trying to see what's out there in the world, and it's not always kind of critically examined at first. It's just like, oh, like this is just like a once in a while thing where I can have some fun doing it, but recognizing that like even without using cannabis, you still have that relationship, and the more you use, the more you strengthen that relationship, potentially at the expense of other parts of your life. Although for some people, strengthening that relationship can actually mean that they have like a more robust support system and like they feel better. And so that's why that analysis is so important to see if cannabis is like a friend you want to hang around with.
When I get high, I feel like I'm out of the moment sometimes. I didn't notice this until I started doing meditation, but I used to always need it, and it wasn't like I enjoyed it, and that's why I needed it because I enjoyed it. And I remember when I first moved out west to Alberta to get away, it wasn't helpful. Like I moved out there just to quit cold turkey, and it didn't help anything because I didn't get to the root of the problem. But getting high for me is just it really used to make me feel calm and centered, but now it makes me feel very uneasy, and that's because my values have changed, I think.